was messing with stuff, and suddenly, boing, boing, we got a follow, and I was like, what the? Oh, that just happened. That's pretty fun. Let's see. We're still on the stream starting soon page. Okay. You had no idea what I let's see what's that. So let's see. Let me get the map up. Get the map up for everyone. Wait, let's get the music in here as well. Okay. And there we go. Got some good background music. This goes out of this. Goes out of this. That's a good thing to have. Okay. Get this live here. Okay. Yep. Let's get open the proper pages. Sign in. Yes, I said sign in. Cross. Launch cross. Launch cross. Okay. So, is everyone ready? Everyone who's here, that is?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am here. I do seem to have 2 sets of icons on the map.
2 sets of icons? Oh, yes, you do. That's odd. So we're just going to delete one of those.
Oh, and so now my whole screen is black.
Can't you see from this one?
There we go. Now we can. Okay, perfect. Problem?
Cool. Coolio. So, I believe it's time to begin. So, anyone want to do a recap of last session for me?
Built the mushroom.
You got the mushroom. You did get the mushroom. You grew mushroom. Mushroom go roar.
Who put cringe in my flaws?
Cringe in your what?
Someone put in my flaws for my character sheet, put cringe.
What?
Yeah.
Well, are you
Oh.
cringe? Is your
Well,
character cringe?
they didn't just put cringe. They put cringe, smile, smile.
Yeah.
Oh. So are you cringe, smile, smile?
No. Cringe, smile, smile.
Anyway, moving on. So,
Don't know what that means, but are you bad?
if I recall, you guys were generally just, you know, leaving, and then you're leaving the forest, I should say. You ran into a Hume after Gilfried tragically perished. Actually, Hume was the reason that Gilfried tragically perished, but we're not going to talk about that.
Semantics.
Semantics, you know. You brought him the sword. The sword ended his life. Well, technically, the sword didn't end his life. The sword cleansed him. The thing that was inhabiting his body ended his life, as it was like, I'm taking you with me. Type thing, you know. Can't get rid of me. I'm taking you with me. You guys went to a cave, interacted with some mushroom people. That was pretty neat. You grew a mushroom by singing a song. It was very magical, very special. And they sent you on a quest to go and like retrieve their lost people. But you know, I think everyone can appreciate that. So,
I'm gonna head back through the cave and go grab Doggo.
that's fair. Grab Doggo.
I'm gonna go get Doggo.
Wanna come with me to get Doggo? That's fine.
Yeah.
My library search. Is he 3 wide or 2 wide? Shoot.
Hey
give me
Sam,
a-
do you want to join the call if just to talk? Just to add conversation and potentially figure out a power?
Not a lot of conversation happening there or something.
No, I just think it'd be more fun if you were to actually talk to us.
Talk. Alright, I did my job.
It was funny because none of that came through his mic, but I could hear it through your mic.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Doggo doesn't seem very comfortable being in this cave. Like, at all.
Just
So we're gonna get Doggo.
tell him it's gonna be fine. You know, it's
What
cool.
was his real name again?
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
It was
Yeah,
Gilbert.
I pet Gilbert.
You pat the Gilbert.
Yeah.
Gilbert received pat. Gilbert happier. I don't know, can chat see
Good.
Gilbert? Chat cannot see Gilbert.
I mean, well, you can see Gilbert.
I can't wait for Gilbert to be brutalized.
Wait, what?
I won't let it happen. I
Okay.
refuse to let that happen.
Can't wait for the Gilbert.
So, I will continue to mention Dog does not look very comfortable. It's a little cramped in here for him. Really, really cramped for him. Um, I love how Doggo could honestly like just pick one of you guys up and just yeet you off the cliff. Especially he could just vor Rocky, honestly.
I didn't need to have that image in my head.
Yeah, swallow him whole, you know. Rocky's like a bite-sized morsel for Gil.
I was gonna say I'm a snack.
Anyway. Exactly. Thank you for your input, Sam. Anyway, so as you guys are walking down the cave, because I assume that's what you're doing, you're making your way down the cave, the way to the outside, to the way to the village thing. You're walking. You can hear the ambient noises that are being played by... What's the bot's name? Montaro. You hear the dripping, the distant echoes of other things. And you make me a perception, or make me an ability check, actually.
Ability check.
Oh?
Very good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You can hear a slight vibrating melody ringing throughout the cave. Slowly getting louder and louder. And you can hear it resonating off the crystals that are occasionally embedded in the walls. And you can hear... And actually, all of you make me a perception check as well.
My passive perception doesn't work. My 26 passive perception.
I guess this would be a moment for passive perception. Rocky, what's your passive as well?
19.
19. Okay, well... You guys can faintly hear, off in the distance from behind you, them humming a melody. Not only a melody, more like a tone, if you will. And yet this tone does have a little bit of variance. An odd harmony. You all can somewhat hear
We're
it,
gonna die.
but Ayum can hear the full force of it. And this continues.
Like we're gonna die.
It's a song of remembrance, of mourning, of tragedy, and yet of reconnection and rejuvenation. Knowing oneself. And so you walk and you walk. And eventually you all make it into this... The cave opens up a little bit. And you enter a large chamber, not quite as large as the one you were in before, but a large chamber nonetheless, with a massive crystal in the middle of it.
Oh, there's gonna be a boss fight. Cool.
And this crystal is just emanating with this energy, with the song. Please, everyone, make me wisdom saves. Oof.
Oh, so we are going to die.
This is actually a good thing. You all... I was gonna...
Terribly.
I was super worried one of you was gonna get like 25 and I was gonna be like, uh-oh, okay, I'm gonna have to find a different way to do this. No, this makes things easier for me. So,
The only reason I'm being affected by this, I rolled a 4, like plus 11.
Yeah, I got a 6.
yeah. And so, you all notice as there's a shimmer in the air. And suddenly, you feel the song. Even those who don't have the ability can feel the song resonating inside of them. And it just seems to be amplified by Iyum. It seems to all be focusing on him for a moment, and then there's almost a shockwave. But instead of like energy and like force being shockwave out, it's from the shockwave there's a change of scenery. And suddenly, you all find yourself inside of what appears to be a let's see. Like a dingy basement.
Alright.
Oh hey, we're gonna die in a basement. Cool.
And you see that Iyum himself is currently inside of a cage right now.
What?
Yeah. But a stone basement. With tapestries hanging from...
TPK. 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 TPK.
Let's see. That's not... Let me just... My bad, I should have done this ahead of time.
Mostly, if you're gonna kill all of us, just make sure that the good boy gets out alive.
Of course. What do you take me for?
He's probably just putting me in the cage because he knows I have to leave. Fucker.
No, I'm putting you in the cage because this is your backstory, friend.
Because plot.
Mine? Already? Jesus Christ.
Iyum himself also looks much younger right now. Like, much younger. And Iyum, please make me a wisdom save.
Pretty good.
Nice.
He,
Oh hey, he rolled below a 10. He rolled above a 10, I mean. I meant to say above, but he rolled above a 10. Congrats.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Do we want to give disadvantage because of the general trauma?
I mean, you could.
We could, yes.
You have all the power in the world right now.
I do. I'm literally the DM. But I don't like to do that. So, let's see. Ian, what do you think? Would he have disadvantage? Is he still traumatized?
Does he have his mouth sewn shut yet?
Oh, no. This is current Ian.
Oh, it's current, but he looks younger?
But he looks younger. And it is after, yes.
Okay, then yeah, he would probably have disadvantage.
Okay. So you wouldn't mind making that roll again for me. That's still pretty good, yeah. The 15 base roll.
He still rolled above a 10.
Still rolled above a 10. The child, Iyum, he looks quite scared, and you can see that his mouth is sealed shut by golden threads. An edge of black across them. And he just kind of sits there, wide-eyed looking around. he's not quite absolutely terrified, but he's also not fully functioning. So, yeah, he's not looking like he's having a fun time. Let me.
Are
map
my
his-
weapons with me? Or is it just smaller?
It's just smaller you.
Oh,
It's a
boy.
mini me.
Clothes and
You
everything.
have a mini me now.
No, I am the mini-me.
True. He is the mini-me. Let me just zoom out. Is this on the map later? Yes.
So I just have a quick question. How long is it before you have to go?
Probably like another 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. Well, good thing he's in the
Right,
cage.
fine, let's go.
He's in the cage. Alright, well, you better figure out where that Chaos Blade is, because that was on me.
How do you know it's not still on you?
Can I feel it in my hands? Because I was holding it, obviously.
Yes, you were obviously holding it. Okay, perfect. Allow me to just drag some tokens. And Frederick and the small.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell everyone here this. So I recently messaged Multi, by that I mean like less than an hour ago. I know just about as much of my backstory as everyone else here does. I gave Multi way too much power.
He gave me far too much power, yeah. I'm not gonna do dynamic lighting because I don't really feel like it's necessary here.
Jesus, I am in a cage. Oh, man.
That's his
So
little
you're
off
doing alright
scale.
there, man. You feeling okay?
I mean, everyone else sees it, right? It's not just me.
Yeah, everyone else sees it as well.
Okay. If it's young me, I don't think I would have the power to talk through telepathy yet.
Not yet, no.
Right?
So just to clarify, he, in a sense, when this harmonic thing happened and we kind of transferred, he became younger and in a cage, and we're outside.
Yes.
Okay.
Allow me to just. I made a mistake. Oh, and I put you on the map layer.
Nah. Also,
Okay.
is it current memories?
Yes.
Okay.
Frederick and Rocky. There you go.
So looking around the room, what do I see?
You can see a blue light coming from this flyer. See a couple other cages. You do see a couple other people in those cages. I'm gonna just give some generic tokens. Where are the generic tokens? There it is. Some appear to be children. Most of them appear to be children, actually.
Would I know who they are?
Yes. They were your companions for a couple years.
There's a body over here.
Yes, there's indeed a dead body.
Jimmy, no.
That body was dead before you got there.
Oh, well, I named him Jimmy anyway.
That's fair.
So does
Despite being in
anyone
the
else
exact
have their own side?
opposite cage. No, actually. But you see one has his hands cut off. You see, another one has their is like covered in ice. You see another one is has shining, shimmering shackles on their arms, and another one just seems to be like untouched almost.
Whoever you knew, didn't like kids very much, did he? Or she?
Or they.
Or they? Fair enough, God.
Do we see or hear anything outside of the pen cages?
Because you are actively looking, I will have you make a perception check. You can hear the crackling. None of the people in the other cages seem to register you. Other than just kind of sitting there, staring blankly off at the wall. They did that a lot. Yum did that a lot.
Yeah. It was either look at the wall or look at the other people. That was it. And it's just...
And heaven knows that wasn't a pleasant sight either.
Yeah.
So we don't see any kind of caretakers or...
Not in the current room, no. And maybe you can hear some distant footsteps, but they don't appear to be coming in towards this direction.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta get going. Don't kill me.
Yeah, we don't intend to.
Okay, good.
I don't intend to make it a super hard fight either with there just being two of them.
So then I guess
told
it's time to
did.
start watching this cutscene.
So where'd you go? I don't see your token. What happened? What?
What?
Where'd Frederick's token go?
I didn't move it.
Oh, Rocky moved on top of you. Oops.
Rocky's over here. I'm over here.
I have no idea, personally. So let's see.
What's fixing it?
Rocky, as you look around the corner, you do see... Where is it? I'll just use Lulios's old token. That there are a couple guys sitting in this spot up here. They appear to be robed and holding hands and chanting, as you would expect from Corvus.
Let's go. Two support characters versus an actual enemy. Yay.
Yeah, speaking of which, you notice that Brodeus, for some reason, isn't here, you know, it's kind of weird. Maybe he passed his wisdom save.
Make a wisdom save right now, bitch.
Alright.
Brodeus, let's see.
So we're still at the same mana we were at before, correct? No.
Oh. Get it. Peter.
You know, I'm gonna have to give it to Brodeus, you know. Clearly he deserved to pass his wisdom
God
save.
damn you, God.
Clearly Brodeus passed his wisdom save, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so,
Now make one for Gilbert.
Gilbert also passed his wisdom save.
Prove it.
Gilbert would not fit on this map. That is my proof.
Oh. Good point. I can't deny that, sadly.
You want to see image of puppy crushed between cages? No, I'm not going to do that.
No, I don't.
Good.
I don't want to see that. Good doggo should be happy and alive.
Okay,
Listen,
so
Rocky, are you ready to die? It looks like this is our day to die.
I don't think we need to die, but I think I'm gonna maybe try and trap up their feet a little bit, and we can just try and keep them there and hit them from a distance.
I like this idea. That sounds like a good idea.
I'm gonna drop spiked growth right in the center.
you're gonna surprise them?
Yep.
I will mention that one of them does see you, so it would not quite count as a surprise round. This because one of them got a.
Yes,
got a
it multi is fucking stupid. It would count as a surprise round. However, that one person would not be surprised.
Ah, I see. So they would also get a turn.
Yeah.
I see. Fair enough.
Unless
Fair
he
enough.
alerts everyone else to their present.
From what I've seen, he has not done that yet.
Nope, has not done that. So that one person would get a turn during the surprise round, but the rest of them would not. So, let's...
Also, please call it a round of surprise, not a surprise round. To be more accurate.
Okay, well, if I can get everyone to a roll initiative for me, please.
Okay, actually, roll half decent for once in my life. Rocky, however, did not.
Hey, it's been worse.
It has.
It has been worse.
At least I'm in double.
Oof, they
yeah.
nat one, so never mind.
That guy only.
No. That's their initiative, their whole initiative.
Oh, so all of them that one. That's even better.
So everyone gets. You guys actually get 2 surprise rounds. You get round of surprise, and then, you know, the whole. I don't know.
I'm gonna run here.
Okay, so
Yes,
hang on. 'Cause let me show you where spike growth goes out to. Because if I center spike growth right there, it comes all the way out to here.
Oh, I wasn't actually gonna enter the room.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see it. So it goes to there pretty much on all 4 of those.
So,
Okay.
what's the radius on spike growth?
20-foot radius from here.
That's a radius. Okay. 1, 2.
So I'm guessing this is the guy that saw us. Doesn't change anything. He's still the only person I really have a reason to shoot. So,
Oh, that's a 15-foot. That's my bad.
This is just, oh, what is it? That's a terrible to hit.
And it does not hit.
Oh wait, that's only showing damage. That's the damage. That's not the. Where's the hit on that? What the fuck? I decided not to. I had attack on.
1 second.
Firebolt. For some reason, it didn't have attack on. It's so there's the hit. So 8 fire damage to the guy I can hit.
Sorry, I had to let the dog out of her kennel. What were you doing? Oh, 29 to hit. Yeah, that. You know, no, that doesn't hit. But what would the damage be if it... Oh, no, the damage would be 8. So, let me just...
So I'm gonna run over here because I have enough movement to do that.
No.
And then Rocky's turn.
So I'm going to delete these 2 and just copy paste this one. So you said this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I obviously summoned my bug with my bonus action because I had to do that, and that's my turn.
Okay. Rocky, it is now your turn.
Alright, so actually on that first round, I would have had my Fiery Fiend
Yep.
have his attack also.
Yeah,
Alright, so
cool,
he would have just done a firebolt. This guy.
Okay, make an attack.
And I think the ability is the easiest thing for me to click because it's the same as my ability, but I don't have it on the fiery side.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 6. So 9 points. Okay, and then on my turn, I'm gonna hit him with a produce flame.
I'll take charisma save.
I'm sorry, what?
That's a charisma save. Not
Produce
a-
flame? No, that's
No,
just that's just
no.
to hit.
No, you push the charisma save button, not the.
Oh, sorry.
That was, yeah. I was like, that's not produce flame. That's a charisma save. I mean, I'm glad you could, you know, make it half decent charisma save, but
For
did-
one, and of course, now that I've wasted.
you wasted the life.
Nothing, not one.
That's a charisma thing, though, right? All right, so my produce flame hit is a 9, so yeah, no, I think that's a miss. 11.
11. Yeah, 11 does not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna duck back around the corner.
I don't.
And I'll do the.
That's a rolling a 2.
And now it's the round of surprise.
And so I'm gonna do something left. I'm gonna run here. I'm gonna throw a firebolt out. And
That hits.
Nice.
damage. And have a nice day. You know, this cover seems really nice.
This poor man.
It shall continue. So, my produce flame, 16 to hit.
That shunts.
Shunts. Okay, so it's 2d8. So that would be just roll 1d8.
No, it'd be 2d8 and half the damage.
So 2 points. Then I'll duck back, and then I'll have my critter take his shot.
That misses.
Firebolt.
Let
So,
them know.
all right. Then we duck back behind the corner.
Okay. Now it is one of their turn.
He did say
It is this one. So you see as the
It suddenly feels an onslaught of fire hit him, and he's like, oh, I could be doing something.
no. They just kind of sit there stunned for a second. As you guys are throwing stuff out initially for the surprise round, and they just kind of sit there stunned, like what just happened. Then he's like, oh, and you see him like, kind of raise his voice. Intruders! And you see as he draws a sword and step, so roll your damage,
Oh, great.
and he dies.
Is this bullying?
A little bit. And that was the round of surprise. And so, there you go, Frederick.
Shouldn't have stood in range, honestly.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Damage.
To which one?
The guy in a line from me. I rolled terribly.
Wait.
So this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a thing called running back.
That's fair. This is a valid tactic.
Someone's on their way. That's cool.
Indeed.
But that's my turn.
That is indeed your turn. What should we do for lunch?
Now it is Rocky's turn.
Food.
Okay, so
Need food.
you just double check range on this. 30 feet, I think, right?
The edible kind.
There.
Tell me what you want. I'll
5, 10, 15. So from there. Okay. Alright, so
Just ganging up on these guys. Fair enough.
I'm gonna step to here. So I'm at 30 feet. I'm gonna thorn whip at this guy here.
Oh no.
Yep. So that's a ability check for me. So
That
15.
misses.
Oh, alright. So then I go back to here.
We have established that the AC is 16.
Yep. Alright, so then I will have, firebolt from my fiery fiend.
That hits.
Yeah, hey, he's doing pretty solid.
And the firebolts, at least.
Yeah, I can't complain, right? So D6 plus 6. So 9 points from him.
Still not bloodied. But anyway.
Now we finally get a turn.
Now they finally get a turn.
Just Subway. Good as a salad.
He said
Still
Subway?
clasping hands,
Okay.
these two raise their hands
You gonna be mad
towards
if I get a
towards the
sandwich?
door,
Okay.
and
He's dead.
Something said yet.
Just let me know when you want my order.
you see as they
Say what?
begin casting a spell.
TNT on multi-grain?
And you see as the body here begins to bubble.
Toasted, obviously. Tomato, lettuce, and tomatoes.
Footlong,
And that's what they spend their turn doing.
Really hungry.
They begin chanting and as they're holding hands.
toasted.
Yes.
That was two of them. What's the other dude doing?
Oh, it's a multicast.
Anything else?
Just lettuce, tomato.
They are assisting with contributing mana.
Hmm.
So we just need to break concentration.
I'm gonna go here and
Not all of them are concentration.
So I guess I'll target this guy with this beautiful spell on my spell list called Hold Person. Hello. Is anyone there?
Sorry, what was that?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
You're back.
We're still here.
Hold Person on this dude.
Yep. And that would be. Let's see.
DC 19.
Oh,
Nine.
they failed.
Congrats. He's paralyzed.
Paralyzed, right.
Have fun concentrating.
Well, it's
Or
not.
chant.
Yeah, can't chant though.
If you paralyze someone who's casting the spell, then they stop casting the spell.
True.
So,
And that's your turn? Okay. Rocky.
also, just give them a bit of time.
So my produce flame. So
That hits.
that is 2d8.
You still bullying the same person?
Oh, yep.
Cool.
So he drops.
Smart, smart, smart. That's fair enough.
So 7 points from my shot. See if my fiery fiend can hit. Nope, missed. We jump back around the corner.
Got those Giga Brain tactics. It's their turn.
This dude's paralyzed. Have fun with that.
And you see as this thing right here, it bubbles and it shrinks into nothingness. Or it shrinks into a puddle of goo.
You can't continue casting. You said he was one of the ones casting.
Yes, so it's not going to be as powerful, but it's just contributing of mana. Their contribution of mana is gonzo.
I'm gonna get his dreams too.
That's how group casting works. It's a contribution of mana. And now that mana's no longer being attributed, it's going to be a bit weaker. But that's beside the point. And then the pile of goo gets sucked back into these guys, like it stretches across the floor, across the vines, not across the vines, across the thorns,
That cover you, right?
and you see as they cover themselves in this
Diet Coke.
Plain Diet Coke.
nastiness.
As
I
much
will
as it
also
breaks
mention
my
there are
heart.
bones left.
Extra ice if you
They
can.
just snatched the meat. Jumps up to okay. And that would actually be no longer bloodied then. Good to know. And they also seem to bulk up a little bit. And step. So roll damage, Rocky.
4 points.
Step.
4 points.
Step.
And it's difficult terrain, so that's probably it. So just 2 more.
And yeah. 1,
He can't move.
2. He right, he can't move. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Nice. He
Oh.
takes 8 points.
Is that 18 points?
8 points.
Sheesh.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, that's what we're talking about. That's what it's all about. Woo.
I don't know if it's gonna let me just order plain ones.
And that is
Say
their
what?
turn.
I'm not sure if it'll let me order.
Frederick.
Oh, here we go. Man, the sad times of not having knockback spell. No, they do have though. The ability to hit the guy in the back. I'm gonna be doing that at level 2, so that's 100 mana.
And
I'm
he's
going to,
paralyzed, so...
I'm gonna be shooting
Well,
this
what I
guy
did, I
off
did
the
vanilla Coke, but I took
Oh,
out the
the
vanilla.
guy in the back?
And just put Diet Coke.
Oh,
Yeah, this dude.
oh, he's mega dead, mega dead.
I'm gonna be shooting 2 at him, and then 2 at him.
So 4 damage for the first 2, and then
The first 2 are going to be a total of 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
And then the rest are going at this dude.
And-
Because it's a d4 plus 1 per.
Okay. And so, how much damage did he take? It was
Dude in the back takes 6, and this dude takes everything else. Gosh, I don't know how it's supposed to tell me exactly what this is doing. It's adding more damage than it should be.
Hey, you two, stop. So, oh, I see why it's 6. Okay. So that would be. So is it just 1d4 plus 1? Or is it 1d4 plus 1 plus spell mod?
Each bolt is a d4 plus 1.
Okay. In that case, it is
So that's
2.
6 total. 6 to the back, and then
6 to the front as well.
1. Yeah.
So minus 6. Okay. Anything else?
And then I'm gonna just run back here.
Okay, Rocky.
So this guy is dead, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna step just to the corner. Hit this guy and then back up a lot further. All right. So produce flame.
You finally hit something.
I know, right?
You've been hitting before. Let's roll your damage.
There we go. 9 points. All right.
Get the back.
Firebolt my buddy.
Miss.
15 does not. All right, so that's 5. So there's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, so that puts us to there.
Okay.
The end of my turn.
Their turn. 1. Let's roll the damage.
Also, did this guy remake his save last turn? Person.
I did not. 1 second. Yeah, that doesn't know. Okay. They step out, they don't need to do that anymore, so there's 10, 15. 20.
Oh, he's kind of that. Oh, fuck.
You see as one of them reaches out and lightning crackles across their hand. What's your AC?
17.
Yep, that hits.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Let's see. Make sure I'm doing this correctly. Spell die. Okay. That would be would be 15 damage.
Do they have to make a con save if they hit the shield? For concentration?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I should mention it is lightning damage. It does double damage to your shields.
Oh, so...
So, counted as
what's
counted
on
as
my shield is...
counted as 30, and then subtract whatever your shield is from 30, and then divide the rest by 2. So if you have 20 shields, you take 5 damage.
Mhm.
So that's a Youch,
So,
notably.
pretty sure that's a pass on my con save.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if that's all he's done, then if he passes next, then
Does he? Yes, he does actually. He is no longer paralyzed. And you see as this guy jumps, and the little tendrils of like growth, like you see his little, like his fingers extend off in like little gross like octopus tentacle
the one
things.
next to me or the one back here?
Back here. He jumps.
That's the end of his turn.
Oh, does it not get movement?
As soon as he, when he makes his save, that is the end of his turn.
Oh, never mind then. Never mind. Frederick, it is your turn.
Since my whole person's good. They are guaranteed, if they fail, they are guaranteed to lose at least one turn.
Ah. Well then, yeah, okay. So Frederick, is now your turn. Yep, that 18. And they are Gonzo. Gonzo McGee.
I like this spot, so I'm gonna stay here.
That's fair. Rocky?
So are these cages see-through, or are these cages solid walls?
They are see-through. They're barred cages.
Alright, so not a lot of cover. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30. So, alright, so if I get, see if I got line of. Nope. Alright. So then I'm just going to move. So I'm going to do a dash action because I can't really get there and do back. Alright, so 10, 15, perfect. We go to here. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Did you need some of those?
So you see as this guy
Did you need some of those?
jumps up, like jumps a solid, I don't know, like 12 feet into the air and latches onto the ceiling and begins like scuttling across it. 30. And then he raises his hand up and he... You are suddenly shrouded. Actually, wait, what's the...
Is he still holding on to the ceiling?
Yes.
And how's he gonna cast the spell?
And did he cast jump to get to the ceiling?
He did not, no.
Some characters just have that much jump height. It's stupid.
Well, I should mention that, like the, there was a red amalgamation around his legs when he jumped, and as he latches onto the ceiling, his, there's another, like, red, like, goop that sticks him to the ceiling.
I'm still asking, how is he gonna cast the spell if he's holding onto the ceiling?
Because holding on with fingers and with, like, one hand and two legs, and raising one hand and pointing it at you.
Okay.
Anyway, let's see what is this? It's a Constitution saving throw.
One or both of us?
Ladies.
Both of you.
So
Yeah,
we failed.
that fails. That also
I know,
fails.
I didn't think it would.
You are now both currently blinded. And, Rocky, please roll me the spike growth damage.
How many squares?
2. Well, technically roll it 4 times. Youch. Youch. Well, 21 split across, so it's 8 and 13. Good to know. Okay, well, yeah, that's the thing. Well, that's how they end their turn.
So you wanna know a spell that doesn't require me to see my enemy? Magic missile.
That's fair. All that to them. Ouch. So that's 6 plus 3. Yeah, 6 plus 3.
No, because that calculates it wrong.
Hey.
Hey.
9.
Yuki.
11 damage total.
11 damage total. Okay. You need to chill out.
Okay, that's just messed.
Okay, let's see. Anything else you can do? Man rolled almost minimum damage.
Gonna be annoyed that I
Hey,
can't
honey.
see. And it's my turn.
I think that's fair. Rocky!
Bye.
I'm gonna burn 200 points of mana and cast Dispel Magic.
That's fair. Put the script in the chat.
For Dispel Magic.
Yes.
Don't know how to do that.
When you hover over the spell, there should be like a little chat bubble.
Now, I don't think you guys have my spell set up like that.
We don't?
No.
Someone animation with their Valentine's.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, yeah, you
Same
didn't
last
set it
match,
up
they
like
draw
that.
it over and over again.
Yeah.
Let's see. Spell magic 5e. Let's see. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. So, are you casting spell magic on yourself, or
The effect, correct? Because he's using an area. So he hit us both with blindness, correct?
Yes.
So was that not an area effect?
It is. What a bit. Sorry, let me look at my description again. No. It's they have a multicast feature.
All right, it's like a sentence, so it's targeted, not okay. So not.
Yeah,
All right,
targeted.
so then I'm gonna cast. Yeah, I'll cast Dispel Magic on the blindness on.
On you or on Frederick?
Well, is it? What is the Dispel Magic? I don't see. Is there a range on it?
120
20
feet.
feet.
He got more
Oh
than
yeah,
enough.
so yeah. Okay, so yeah, Dispel Magic. So his blindness is gone.
His blindness is gone?
Yep.
Let's see. That it is.
All right. So then what I'm gonna do is that's my action. I'm gonna move, even though I'm blind, as best I can, so like half speed for difficult terrain.
No, I just. You can make me a history check. See if you can remember what it looked like. You can remember. You can remember well enough.
Right, now.
Although I will mention, Frederick, you see as Rocky kind of clips through the little corner of the cage.
Interesting.
Yeah, he does that. You see him actually clip through the corner.
Also, when Empire ran without taking damage, so my shields regenerate a bit if I'm correct.
Yes, it would regen.
It probably used to work.
Alright. That's your turn?
But I mean, it does it
Well, no, because so then here's my question: is my fiery fiend blind?
It is not. No.
So then he's gonna take his shot.
Yeah.
See if he can hit him.
That's a hit.
Sweet. All right. So that's D6, right?
For Fiery Fiend, yes.
But it's like I think it's D6 plus 6 is what it is. Right. So 10 point. And then I want to check something. Can I see through my fiery fiend's eye?
Is that one of the features we set for?
Well, no, I don't. I'm looking. I don't think so. I don't see it.
In that case, not currently. Though maybe later.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so that would be the end of my turn.
Okay. Now it is their turn. Going to scuttle here. And let's see. And they're going to lunge at Frederick. Please make me a contesting athletics check.
Oh, I'm great at these.
You've rolled better than them.
Apparently I am. You know.
You managed to successfully throw them off. They smack into the cage here, fall prone on the floor. But you do still get the rest of the effect. And so, please, or is that something that they would do? Yeah, please make me a wisdom save.
These I am actually good at. Or not.
Or not. Yeah, no, you don't pass. You take 10 necrotic damage.
Thank you, Field.
Indeed.
We did exactly enough.
Yeah, you see as your shields get hit with like a black energy that extends from its fingers. He kind of grabs onto you, throw him off, he smacks into the cage, falls to the ground, but the black energy left behind from him reaching his hands out just kind of shatters your shield again. And please roll me 6 more of the spike growths.
He's not in Spike Growth, is he?
No. Those are other people.
Oh, great. Those are supposed to be 2d4, not 1.
Oops. Alright, so that's half of them.
Okay.
So 8
Or
8, 7, 6. Roll 2 more. Eight, 7, 6, 4. So 8, 7 compound with, or actually no, that's. No, you roll 1 more as well. 8, 7, 6, 4. Because it's 6, so I need.
4, 7, 8, 12, 14, 17, 21, 25.
It is to different targets. I will mention. the first three, so the 8, 7, and the 6 go to one target. The 4, the so that's all. So that's still 1d4. I don't know why you stopped rolling 2d4.
Yeah, I wasn't clicking on 2. I clicked on 1. So how many rolls do you still need?
So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6 multiplied by 2. So I need 3 more d4 from you. So it's a 5 and a 3 for the last one. So that would be 8, 7, 6, 4. 7, 4, 5, 3.
Ooh.
So the first 3. Let's do some quick maths real quick.
And before you ask, probably no, that's not what it's supposed to look like. It's it's a little wrong. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, that looks a bit off, in my opinion.
That's 16 plus 6, so 22. Oof. Man's not feeling great. Plus...
So how many cries of pain do we hear in the background?
You hear some pretty notable grunts and like, ah!
I tell how many people there are with my passive perception.
From
26.
you hear 2 different sources of it. Okay, Frederick, it is now your turn. He is currently prone.
You can say that way.
So it's a DC 19. That is a disgusting saving throw, by the way.
It really is.
Let's see. And after modifier, they get an 18, so they are held.
In that case, I'll just be over here. I like over here better.
Okay.
You can stay prone.
Now it is Rocky's turn, and yes, he will indeed stay prone.
Am I still blind?
Yes, you are still blind, and if Frederick will take a bit of a closer look, he can also tell that you are, like, your wings keep, like, flapping into the wall. In and out of the wall.
Intriguing.
Indeed.
I got a bad feeling about this. All right. So, he is prone. My ranged attack blindness is at disadvantage. Would I be at a level roll since he's prone?
No. Prone
Ranged attacks on prone are disadvantaged.
So you'd have double disadvantage.
So.
It's
right,
melee that has advantage.
Gotcha. All right. In that case, I'm going to dispel magic on the blindness I'm going.
That's fine. And it's gone. You can see again. Moment you kind of get a bearing for your surroundings, you think it's kind of weird because your wings start slapping against the wall. And
okay. Huh.
I will mention Frederick. If you were to touch the wall, you would be able to feel it.
Yeah. I definitely tried that at least once.
Yes, you could definitely feel the wall. Okay. Anything else you can do on your turn?
So I'm going to move to there. I will take at disadvantage my. It is disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm. What's a disadvantage?
Firebolt. Or does Firebolt have one? Is that the one that bypasses it? Or...
No,
I don't
that's Magic Missile's the one that bypasses, because it doesn't.
Alright, so I've got. Alright, so at disadvantage, I've got.
Yeah, a Firebolt attack would be a disadvantage. So the 19. So 12.
12.
That misses.
Okay. That is it. Movement, actions, that's me done.
Okay. They are going to reattempt their save. They are going to pass this time. And that is the end of their turn. So, Frederick. Oh, also, yes, roll me, let's see, that would be, roll me 6 more damages of spike growth. Actually, roll them one at a time. Okay, wait, stop. Okay. You hear as one thing thunks to the floor. So now roll me just 3.
Ah!
No, 3 damages.
Oh, 3, so roll 2d4 3 times.
Yeah, so that was the first one, so
That should be it.
+2, +2, +5.
First one's...
And
the first one's 1, 2.
Wow, those were some.
I know,
rolls.
those are some horrible damage
Yes.
rolls. And you see as somebody thumps to the floor about here.
So 2 thumps.
Yeah. Well, you see the body tumble out of the doorway.
Okay.
And that is their turn.
Spike growth is such a good spell.
I love that spell. That and Thorn Whippets, I swear that's my favorite combination.
It's a pretty
You can be in
valid.
open room. If I can fly around my spike growth and just keep yanking them through it, I'm good.
Yeah, that misses.
Normal and now he's about to stand up. I'll be over here.
Okay. Rocky.
I'm gonna hold an attack until he stands up. And I'm
And
gonna
what-
hit him with produce flame when he stands, and I'll have my pet hit him with his firebolt.
Okay. Well,
You know, I definitely could have done that. I just forgot I could.
he does indeed stand up, so make your attack rolls.
That's okay. So 23 for produce flame, 16 for. All right. So he takes. So I'm assuming the firebolt misses with the 16.
Yeah, firebolt misses.
So 7 points.
Okay. And 3.
That's movement.
That's his movement. And he points around again. Please make me, what is it, con? Yeah, con. Con saves. Oh, that fails. Frederick is once again blinded.
I see nothing, I hear nothing, I know.
That one also fails. I'm scaling this to Trilivor, by the way. Actually, let's see. Let me see what makes up the spell save DC. Is it? Am I doing it correctly? One moment. Spell save DC is.
Isn't it proficiency plus stat?
It's wisdom plus proficiency plus 8, right?
Yeah, your base is 8, and then you add proficiency, and then you add your wisdom or whatever.
Okay, yeah, in that case it is. It is indeed what I'm thinking it is. So you are also blind. Okay. That is their turn.
I mean, can't wait for my next proficiency bonus increase. I have a DC of 20.
That's going to be terrifying.
Alright, I'm not trying to rush you. You have to go home tomorrow or Monday.
No coke. No coke. No.
Afternoon.
Usually it's afternoon, I'll have to check.
What I'm trying to do is figure out how much of our food time you're going to be here tomorrow. You're welcome to stay as late as you like. Anyway, and even till Monday, if, you know, this is Super Bowl and we're going to have a party, so to speak, you know, we're going to have lots of fancy foods and crap.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm currently working on this, though.
alright. Anyway, is there anything you guys want me to get that we have not discussed?
Anything else? That's fair. Yeah. And that. Anything else you're gonna do?
Alright.
Oh, I went blind.
That's fair. Rocky.
So that's disadvantage on produce. Oh, we have 14. Alright, so produce flame misses, move. Is it a difficult terrain? Well, I can get you there no matter what. Take a shot. Sorry, what?
Yeah, you can get to there, no problem. That's fine.
And then, gonna do a firebolt from my fiery fiend. It's a miss.
It's not a disadvantage. It's still a miss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still a miss.
Also,
Yeah,
make me a history check, please. Yep, fair enough.
History check.
Cool. So you can vaguely remember where everything is.
Alright.
I don't think I'll need a history check with
No.
observant and the like.
Actually,
You want one from me?
I would like one from you. Although because of observant, you do that you're thinking of keen mind.
Oh.
So you can remember pretty well. And so, but it's the weirdest sensation. As you attempt to reach for the wall, you can feel like it's kind of mushy. Like you can vaguely, like mostly remember where it is, but like you don't remember exactly where it is, and so it almost seems to be in a state of superposition.
Getting this feeling, Frederick realizes that he hates it.
Fair enough. If you would like, you could make me an insight check. Or
Yeah, I'd like to make. I would like to make an insight check because now I'm starting to wonder if
Well,
the one guy that's unrestrained might be
Rocky,
doing something.
you can't see it though. You haven't
that's
noticed
true.
anything.
Yeah.
Frederick's the only one that's noticed anything.
Okay.
I mean, that would have been enough, but Rocky hasn't noticed anything other than when he became unblind, his wing was slapping against the wall for some reason.
Yeah.
Which I will let you, with that insight, I will let you. Oh, hey, that was weird.
What'd you say?
Anything else?
What did you say?
Oh.
I missed a bit of it.
Oh, just that
Insight was?
Rocky was like, oh, insight to see like kind of what's going on. To try to understand what's happening.
But you said I can't, right? I can't make.
Oh, that was Frederick's insight.
Yeah, I thought you told me to.
Oh, I did tell you to. Okay. You get a slight inkling that it might be based on belief.
Interesting.
And it's a lot hard, and it's a lot easier to not believe there's a wall there when you can't see it.
Interesting.
But when you can see it,
Very useful.
okay, well, end of Rocky's turn, I assume.
Unless there's something else to do.
Okay. In that case, they point at you, and
No, it's gonna be that's the end of my turn, right?
yeah, that's the end of your turn.
I don't believe he's casting a spell at me. I can't see it.
Please make me a wisdom check to see if you can get over the sound of him chanting away a spell. Not a saving throw, a check.
Oh, check. My bad. Supposedly I'm good at these. Being said moments before disaster.
So you concentrate, you like, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. And yet you still hear them chanting, you still hear them, you can still hear them like positioning their feet, and you still hear the noise of shatter.
I'm at 20. That should help.
So
Soften all the pain I'm about to go through.
So make a. Both of you need to make me Constitution. Constitution saving throws.
I failed.
Yeah, I failed too.
Yeah, both of you failed. That's a rip. Okay, that would be. Hurts 19.
19?
Yep. If I recall.
Got one shield left.
Yeah.
32.
Did you go 2 rounds without taking damage?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
He was knocked prone and then he casted blindness.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'm bloody.
That's yikes.
19 points.
I don't like that information.
But I can do something about it on my turn.
True. That's true. Rocky, you also find that you're flung. 1, 2. Flung here.
And do I feel that wall sponginess kind of
Nope.
going as I go into it?
Nope, because you are disoriented, and so you have no idea where you are.
But I don't feel the wall.
Nope, you
What
don't.
you're saying,
You
'cause I'm
don't
blind?
feel anything.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And then you finally manage to get yourself stabilized. And Frederick, you also feel as you're thrown against the wall, but it's a like again, it kind of cushions you.
I somewhat know it's there. I don't entirely know.
Yeah, I was going to ask at some point. I was going to try and see if I can do another history check to know that logically I would have known there was a wall there before, and I got thrown through something probably.
Well, I imagine like as you're like flipping end over end as you're flying through the air, you get a little disoriented, and so I would give you disadvantage on that history.
Remind me on how long blindness deafness is.
1 minute.
God damn it.
All right, so history at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, no, you have no idea. You have no idea where you are.
You don't know anything.
I have no clue where I am.
You have no clue where the floor or ceiling is.
Literally.
You have no
Right.
clue which way is up right now.
Okay.
And then, so you kind of stabilize a little bit, and yeah, you feel perfectly stable right now. Frederick, it's now your turn.
It's Frederick's turn. He's gonna like just remember like which he's gonna work to focus on which direction was which when he moves. And then he's going to fire a firebolt in the general direction of where the other guy was.
Disadvantage, not advantage. So 14 does not hit.
Oh, yeah, that didn't hit. I don't know why I put on advantage. In the second half.
Little different.
And then I'm just gonna. There's nothing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're in there. In a straight line.
Please make me a wisdom check.
Supposedly I'm good at these. I am.
Okay. You do, for a second, you do feel the sponginess of like the bars, and then you're like, bars wouldn't be spongy. This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. And you just walk through them.
And I just walk into a wall where it.
Yeah, you don't remember the wall being there, so you feel nothing.
Yeah, because it was never there, really.
Yeah. Okay. Rocky, it is now your turn.
The power of just pretending nothing. The power of just ignoring everything.
5, 10, 15, 20 maybe? Is that too far?
It'll be fine. Fiery friend can fly through the bars anyway because it's insubstantial. So.
Oh, we can. All right. So.
Yeah, fiery friend's literally made of fire. They can fly between bars.
So he is going to take his shot with firebolt.
And then miss.
30. All right. So that'll go to there. And then, since I have no idea where I am, I'm going to try and just see if I can hear Frederick fly towards the sound.
You can indeed hear Frederick.
Flying towards the sound.
You fly towards the sound, and you do, just like to the point where you would like bump into him, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. You do bump into him. Although it feels kind of weird, like it's kind of like a sharp angle, almost. Frederick, you feel something bump into your foot, but like the side and bottom of your foot.
Do I recognize the feeling on his fur?
No, because you have shoes on.
Oh, fair point. I do in fact have shoes on.
Well, but he probably would have heard me go off.
Probably, yeah. Rocky said, "Ow!"
Hello, Rocky. Welcome to the wall.
Yeah. And then I make myself.
I don't know. Nothing is real. Everything is fake. Believe nothing, weird. See nothing, and then you can do whatever you want to.
Alright, I am going to upcast Cure Wounds. At level 2.
That would be a lot more mana than you just took.
Should be 100, right? Cure Wounds is 1?
Yeah, it's 100.
What did I just take?
You took 10.
Oh, nope, wrong one. Wrong character, sorry. It should be 2. That should be 4, right? Okay. Because it's 100 mana to you.
Yeah. Shouldn't you be at 250 right now?
No, because I had a weird, because I was never at full mana.
Oh,
So
right.
I started at 875 instead of 950.
Ah, I see. Fair enough. Also, by the way, from here on out, I'm adding the rule of you can mess with things mana a little bit. For an extra, let's say 25, you can add a +1 to damage or +5 feet to range.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Well, I guess I should say 25.
Because I need range, because that's what I'm missing on my
25.
I'm missing range.
Yeah, that's. So for an extra 25, which we might mess with that number a little bit, you can add an extra +1 to damage or an extra 5 feet to range.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna hit so cure wounds on myself at level 2.
Oh, hey, Rocky.
Yep.
You could add like plus 10 damage to spike growth.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
that's. Oh goodness.
Yes. No. So first things first. Let me get back to. All right. So this is gonna be
So what's spike growth normally?
6. Hang on. So 6, 7. So 7 points. Twice is 4. So sorry. I'm gonna have to do this at level 1. 14, 28. All right. So 2d8. 14, 25 points back. 25 and 38. I'm at full. And so spike growth does 4.
Well, so it does. No. What level spell is it?
3rd level.
3rd level. So that means that if you wanted to do, so it's 400 mana at base, or is it 200? That's
No,
That's 200. 200 mana at base.
No. Yeah, sorry, it's level 2.
So level 2. Okay, so 100 mana at base.
So it's level 100 so it's 100 at base.
Actually, I'm gonna say an extra 50 mana per +1 damage and 25 for 5 foot.
Certain spells should have like restrictions on or like special costs to increase certain things.
Yeah,
because
which
spike
that's
growth with +1 damage is absurd.
yeah. No, that's kind of what we're planning for like the trees and stuff. There's different trees for like whether it's an AoE or a targeted or yada yada.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
like certain things on tech.
extra 100 for AoEs like longer like how do I put this? For multi-turn AoE spells.
Lingering AoE.
Yeah, lingering AoEs would be 100 per +1. And 50 for extra 5 foot.
So that's like I'm casting it from level 2 to level.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
For just a +1.
Yeah, so 200 points additional. So for 300 points, I would have a spike growth that does a 2d6. No, or 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 1d6, or if you wanted to make that. So normally at level 3, it's 2d4 plus 1d6.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, hello there, Dion.
Hey.
So
Hey guys, I got rid of that real quick.
Multi. 10 feet of range for 25 man is like a really
What's
great
happening?
deal when I have spell sniper.
which spell sniper doubles the... Yeah, that would indeed be 10 foot range per...
Yo, man, great deal. There's always going to be something out of my range. I mean, what if I don't hit?
So, currently... you see Bralneus. Bralneus, you see as... Essentially, to recap what happened... Because he's in the bathroom right now, so I figured, why not, right? So currently you guys were walking, you guys got Stinky, you got Gilbert, and you walked down the cave on your way out. And things happened. It was fun. And you heard the people humming a song, and it echoed and resonated throughout the entire cave. Then you guys entered this room that has a massive crystal, and there's a pulse of energy, and suddenly Frederick and Rocky, and actually Ehum, Ehum kind of huddled into a ball and just kind of sat there rocking back and forth. Rocky currently is flying above a little divot in the floor, so like the crystal is in the center of the room, then there's a little crater around it. You guys are standing on... You are standing on the ring around the crater. because you guys are just at the edge. And Frederick is standing on the air, and Rocky is flying, like ever so slightly beneath him, like pressing up against the bottom of his foot.
Power mortal.
Rocky is also flying at a super weird angle right now. Like he's like 80 degrees. Oh, sorry, I should say like. No, let's say he's like 120 degrees from like a vertical to down. So he's like flying at a really weird angle.
Oh jeez.
And they've just kind of been babbling. You've seen them be casting spells.
Oh jeez.
In comparison right now, Bronneus, you would be like right here. But we'll get to you. We'll get to you in a bit. Anyway, so Rocky, you back?
Yep.
Okay. So anything else you're going to want to do on your turn? Anything else you can do?
Well, so I've healed myself and my pet has moved. Shot. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. In that case, it is their turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to go here. And you're going to see... Oh, you're not going to see anything because you guys are blind. Never mind. Oh no, Bronneus, you can't see any of this. Also, Frederick...
This is in case a stray firebolt heads into the direction.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Rocky, you have yet to Frederick has yet to tell you about the belief-based thing. And you have not seen enough evidence of it.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you say?
Yeah, he said don't believe.
Okay, in that case,
If you don't believe it's there, nothing is there, is what I said.
You want to insight that for me?
Rocky's bad.
You have no idea what he's talking about. You're just like, what are you on about? Like, what do you mean?
What the fuck are you all doing? Nothing's happening here. I was in a bar.
None of you guys can hear him.
Hello. Knock knock noggin. Hello.
You do feel him knocking on your noggin though. Actually,
the only person he's close to is you. So.
Station dickweed.
Yeah, the only one.
Requesting docking permits.
Yeah, you get no response from a Hume. He looks like he's in absolute shock right now. His eyes are just wide and he's just rocking back and forth on the ground.
Seriously, what the fuck is happening here?
And I'm at.
So could that crystal possibly be crystal meth you don't actually have to take?
Okay. And then you hear another chanting of spell. If you'd like to make me a wisdom check to try to use your reaction to convince yourself it's not real.
Who?
Frederick. Frederick can give him.
Of course I failed.
Yeah, you still. The last one, you're still not able to convince yourself that this shatter isn't real. Because the last one still hurt a lot.
I can feel any of it.
You can't.
My shield.
You don't believe the. Oh no, your shield did not regenerate. You have not gone around.
Yeah, I know. But my shield's the only thing that felt the last one.
Okay, so both of you need to make Constitution saves.
That's not
good.
Well, I didn't see I didn't see your con save, Rocky, but I saw. Oh, well, Frederick passes. Rocky does not.
Shit. It's
I'm
gonna
guessing that
hurt.
his save is an 8. I'm guessing his save is also 19.
Yes. Wait, I'm not supposed to tell you that.
His save is also 19. So he's got the same one
Who
as you.
knows? Who knows? I don't know.
Could go either way, really.
Could go either way, really. Yeah. Let's see. So that's Bajoop. So Frederick, you take 5 damage, aka 4 damage, and your shields absorbs the last little bit of it. Absorbs one of those. And Rocky, you take 10.
Right. Glad I healed up.
You're no longer bloodied, I should mention.
Yeah.
And Brolneus, you see as Rocky flies, like he gets flung. Frederick also gets flung, and is currently laying at like a. Compared to the floor, or compared to the air, he's at like a. Almost. Like laying. I guess make me an acrobatics check to not go prone.
I mean, I don't know that table's there.
I know.
I haven't even seen it. Do know.
I'm seeing to go prone. Oh.
Oh yeah,
no.
I'm very prone.
Yeah, you're very prone, and actually you are, because you're a little disoriented as well, and so. Brolneus, you look as he is still currently floating above this little divot in the ground, and he's currently like a. If he was vertical, standing up 90 degrees is prone. He's currently at probably about 120 degrees right now. He's like tilted really awkwardly, but still length.
What's going on here?
Rocky, you do actually slap into the ground, and you actually feel the ground.
Do I see the giant crystal?
Yes, you do see the giant crystal. It is pulsing with energy.
So wait, in this area, I am inside the ground right now.
Shoot it.
Yes, in that area, in the dungeon, you are inside the ground. Okay, you want to shoot at the crystal?
Yes.
Okay, make me an attack roll. Actually, wait, we can do that on your turn. Frederick, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna stand up. Since I don't believe the ground is technically where it's at.
Well, no, you do still
and-
believe that the ground is there. You don't believe that the walls are there.
We last played.
No.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up. That's half my movement. Then
You see as Frederick stands up,
direction.
and is it really?
I know his general direction from where he's been speaking from. Somebody's gonna shoot at him.
Okay, you're gonna shoot at him.
Yeah, disadvantage because blindness is a bit.
Yep. And you miss.
No.
But yeah.
Well, now he literally can't see me to attack me.
True. Rocky, you feel the stone floor, but unlike. But the feeling of the stone floor does not match the cobbled stone floor. It's a very smooth stone.
Like what I was in before with the mushroom?
It feels like the cave floor instead of like the cobbled rocky floor.
I'm gonna sit on the ground, cross-legged. I'm gonna pull out some water, take a sip of water, close my eyes. I'm gonna put up both of my fingers, and I'm gonna say, "Fuck you." I don't believe any of this. I believe I'm back in the cavern with the crystal on my floor, and I'm gonna keep feeling the floor.
You keep feeling the floor. The floor does ground you a little bit. I will mention you don't see anything, though you do still hear the noises of the basement. Now make your attack. Dion? Yeah, you miss.
What if I burst fire it?
Little late for that.
I'm asking what would happen though. It would
Well,
just do damage, wouldn't it? Anyway, double tap.
Double tap. Yeah, you still miss.
Proficiency in armor sucks. Yeah.
3 7s in a row.
Yep.
That is
Technically
horrible.
4 7s if you count the 17.
There's a 1 between those. Between the 7 and the rest of them.
Still a 7.
That's
Anyway.
true. But, yeah, no, you miss. Your armor's too clunky. You can't get your gun up. Actually, no, it's not because of the armor. This is not because of the armor. It's just you just rolled bad.
Shoot it outside.
The first roll.
Because,
No.
I mean, yeah, I
the
did roll
first.
bad, but it is because of the armor.
No, because the first rolls were.
It is because of the armor.
Even without the armor, you would not have made
Because of
that.
the armor.
And it's still because of the armor, Multi.
Oh, hi, Sam. Okay, fair enough. Well, the armor's a little too clunky. You can't quite get yourself right into the right position, so you miss. What's the heat on your gun again?
One.
It's a D what?
It's currently at 1.
You didn't reload?
No. Currently, it's at 1 after excluding those shots.
Is it? You only have 3 heat on that?
No. Multi. I expended my ammo. Continue.
Okay. Anyway, so it is now their turn. They are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're gonna look around. Rocky is currently in the floor, and Frederick went through a wall. So, like you hear them. Frederick, you muffledly hear them like cry out. Rocky, you just hear them cry out. It is also a little muffled, but not nearly as muffled as this for Frederick.
This is what you all get for going in a mushroom cave. You're all now tripping fucking
No,
balls.
my current heat is 3, not 1.
3. I was gonna say. I was like.
My current ammo.
They are massive mushrooms.
Well, Frederick, it is now your turn.
Maybe if you all just didn't do drugs.
I have a general idea of where he went because he decided to cry out. And I hit.
You do hit.
I lost the crit, damn it.
Rip blindness. They're not feeling great, admittedly. Could be feeling better.
Bruh, this man has a plus 11 since when?
Since +8 plus proficiency.
That's some bullshit.
It is, but it's kind of great at the same time. Gives me justification to give you guys difficult enemies. Anyway, anything else you're gonna do?
I'm just gonna not believe that anything is anywhere. Nothing exists. All is fake.
Question is, do you believe in the floor?
I do believe in the floor. The floor is always believed in. You can always trust the floor. Unless gravity's involved.
That's true.
In which case, the floor just hurts. A lot.
Okay. Rocky, it is now your turn. Rocky.
Alright, so I'm still sitting on the floor, feeling the floor. I believe I'm in the cavern. I'm gonna open my eyes and look at the crystal, give it the finger.
You're still blind.
I don't believe I'm blind.
You are still blind.
You know what? Fair enough. He's not blind anymore, I've decided.
He doesn't believe he's blind, therefore he isn't blind.
Let's see.
I've elected to believe that I don't need glasses, and now I have sight again.
Alright. Yeah, I still think this is an illusion. So that's how I'm reacting, because I think this whole thing...
You think the whole
No,
thing's
I think my blindness isn't real. I'll say it.
I think I can see.
I will mention you are still blind. You are still under the effect of blindness deafness.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that is probably a spell.
Yes, it is indeed a spell.
Not necessarily an illusionary effect, you could just decide to ignore.
Okay, so my fire fiend...
Fire Fiend can see, yes.
So, he's gonna take his shot.
He's gonna hit.
And... 6 plus...
I'm so upset if this somehow doesn't kill.
So that's 8 points.
8 points?
Fucking finally.
And you hear a faint thud.
Okay,
Although
I'm gonna walk towards the thud.
Although
but not
Rocky, make me a
super far.
wisdom check to force yourself to stop believing.
Stop believing, Rocky.
Wisdom save or wisdom...
Check.
Check.
Just
Alright,
check.
Which I think...
Oh, we're running.
Okay. As you hear the thud, it becomes distorted. Slightly less... How do I put this?
Real?
Yeah, that's a way of saying it. We're going to end initiative. Brawlnace, what are you going to do?
Burst fire.
Burst fire at the
Crystal.
the crystal? Okay. You see as your bullets, like, kind of... Yes, they hit it, but it doesn't do much to it.
We're going to willingly stay within the illusion and wait for blindness to go away. That'll be 5 turns.
Yep. So that's, what, like 30 seconds? You got 30 seconds on it left?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys... Rocky, as you kind of tune back into the real world, you hear gunfire. And you hear, I imagine, Brawlnace cursing.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
And you can also hear the faint tremblings of the song again. And you see kind of a shimmer in the air. Well, you don't see anything, but you can hear it gaining volume. Brawlnace, you can see a faint shimmer in the air. And please give me wisdom saves, everyone.
Rock balls.
Does this include me?
Yes.
Great.
I'm gonna use my...
Oh, cool, I passed.
Frederick does indeed pass.
My guidance. There we go. So I wind up with a 25.
Okay, 25. Okay, Brawlnace, you see it emanate out a surge of energy, but instead of energy, it... Imagine like the reality stone, how it's just like it's a shockwave of change. Let's see, Brawlnace, why are you over here? Weren't you over here?
I moved.
Oh. So for the actual area, let's see. We'll just do like a little draw a circle. This whole area is a divot in the ground, with the crystal being right here. Let me draw that as well.
So am I still in disillusion or am I out
It's
of it?
not a hole in the ground, it's a divot.
Yes.
So I can go down.
Why is it not? Oh, I see why it's not letting me. Oops, that's wrong.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's this big old crystal. There's a divot here. So Frederick and Rocky, 30 seconds later your blindness fades. You find yourself back in the cavern. Brolnaeus is sitting right here. I mean, unless you'd like to go into the divot.
No.
Not being free, so I'm not going to be in that divot. Alright. So weird to move on this map now.
Yeah. Brolnaeus, and I'm just going to do this for the most part, because I don't think we're going to do combat in this other one, unless Brolnaeus starts something, but... Brolnaeus, the area around you looks quite familiar. Would you like to give me a history check, with advantage?
No.
No?
Nice. Good choice, good choice.
I'm just going to
What
choose
does the area look like, Multi?
The area looks a lot like the building you grew up in.
I needed a history check for that? The fuck?
Yeah, otherwise it would have just looked like a building, honestly. You grew up there, but honestly, how would you remember what it looked like? I mean, it's not like you grew up there or anything.
Specifically a part of the building that you're not used to. You've been there maybe twice.
Okay, go intelligence.
Probably maybe 7 times throughout your whole life.
Now what?
The reason I think that it wouldn't be like you'd have to make a check for it is because of the fact that, well, number one, it's unfamiliar to in this context. I will mention that Hume is still sitting on the floor rocking, though he is currently back to his current self. And Brolnaeus, you're in a hallway. You feel smaller than you should be, though. You look at your hand, I imagine, at some point, and if you do, you can see that the cuff has returned. And you actually currently...
It was all just a dream, wasn't it?
You cannot feel your ability right now. Your current memories, like, you can faintly remember your memories. It kind of feels as if you were daydreaming. Personally.
That was nice while it lasted.
From what you can remember now, actually, you're headed to go see a visitor. Someone's visiting you. You don't know who, though, or you think you do, but it's slipping away. Your little purgeling crawls out and it's sitting on your shoulder. He kind of nuzzles against you, and they escort you into this room.
Let's not keep him waiting.
Okay. Yep, you walk in to see your visitor, and it is indeed your father. At least, the man who you've seen in pictures that you've been told is your father. Hello there, Brol.
Hi.
So, they've been treating you well in here?
I guess.
And to be fair, they never hurt you, they never did anything. They actually did take care of you decently okay. The only problem is that you can't leave. Can't leave.
Boring.
Well, if it's boring, you might consider, like finding a hobby or something. I could give you some of my old biology books if you'd like.
That'd be nice.
Okay. Yeah, there's some neat stuff in there actually. For instance, there's some creatures in the world that are like poisonous canines, you know?
They took away my toy because my little guy got in trouble.
No,
He didn't
I'm
do anything.
sorry to hear that. Listen, I know it's been hard the last 2 years, but it's, I don't know. Your power, it's something that we haven't seen in the family for a while.
I know.
We don't. And he just kind of like puts his hand against his face and just kind of like drags it down. You know, like the classical dad thing to do.
I just gotta be here for a while, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm currently looking for a way to maybe change this, you know, see what I can do to maybe get you at least able to visit.
Okay, Dad.
Your sister misses you. Your mother misses you. Heaven knows she does. She can't bring herself to come here because she says she might attack one of the guards.
Alright.
Hey, just stay strong, Brawley.
I'll find something to do.
Okay, I'll get you those books, and you just let me know if there's anything else you need. Okay. And you see him. Do you see him like begin to
Man,
tear?
I'm so tempted to ask for shish kebabs.
Do it. No fucking balls.
Not this time. Not this time.
And you do see him. Do you see him tearing up a little bit? And Bronius, you see a shimmer, almost, and another shimmer in the air, and next thing you know, you're even smaller. Maybe like 4 or 5. About not long after your ability manifested, actually.
That's all I can say at that age. It's really weird.
Yeah, this is a late bloomer with the speech thing. But you remember there being a knock on your door. Remember there being people talking to your parents and then talking about you. You remember that these people saying your name.
I'll be right back.
Okay. A little hard to do this without him being here. You guys, you see him. I guess I can describe what everyone else is seeing. You see him walk around.
We're just still in that big cavern, right?
Yeah, you guys see yourself in the cavern. You see as Brolneus like stops for a second, like shakes his head and looks at his hands, and then he walks for a bit on the air. Walks over the divot. Seems to walk in place as he approaches the crystal. Then he sits.
Now.
Then he sits down, and
That crystal makes you high on drugs.
he starts talking, and the only thing you can hear from the crystal is the resonance of the song, of the note, is that they are singing rather vivaciously. So I guess I should put Bronley as
I'm
well.
gonna walk up to the crystal. And I'm gonna try to touch it.
Okay, you want to touch the crystal?
Yeah. Anything weird about it? It can happen to me?
You feel the resonance a whole lot stronger than you did before. You feel it entering your soul, and you see almost another shimmer in the air. The resonance pierces your soul, and
Before things get too wild, I'm going to jolt my hand away.
it's a little late for that, my friend. But we will get to that after we finish what we're doing with Dion.
Oh, fun. Fun, 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 fun.
I will mention that once you feel the resonance in your soul, you start remembering things all over the place.
Oh. Yeah.
Things.
Just pass that I didn't like myself. Thank you, Multi. This should be fun.
This is gonna be fun.
Try to hear how depressing Frederick's backstory is. Yay.
Okay, I'm back. My sister needed directions to a tabletop gaming store.
You're good.
I clutched a rock.
He touched the crystal.
Did it go well?
We don't know.
Don't know. Anyway, back to you though. You see as people, these people in suits, they come in. They say, hey. They say, hey, son, we're gonna need you to come with us for a little bit. We gotta.
Why? Where's my dad? And Mom?
You see your mom and dad over in the corner.
Oh, there you are.
You see your dad holding back your mom. Your mom looks like she's about to fight someone. And she is screaming at these people. Your dad just he's holding her back, like giving.
They don't want me to go. I don't think I should.
Told me not to touch.
It's okay, son. You need to go with these people.
I do?
Yes. That they'll remember that how you were feeling sick the other day.
Yes,
and we had to take you to the hospital.
I remember the checkup. Yeah.
So they found out that you are very sick, and that they need.
Is that why my arm hurts?
Yes, it is. They need to go take you to a place where they can find out why you're feeling the way you are.
Okay, I'll be back soon. I'll get healthy.
We'll see you later, little Bronley. And as the men reach out to offer you a hand to help you up, you see a bright flash, and please make me wisdom save with disadvantage. And Rocky, give me one at regular.
I'm going down, boys.
Did you say just a straight wisdom check?
Yeah, you just give me a straight one.
No lucky pog?
Oh, Rocky's coming. Rocky's coming with you.
I have a very bad idea. I have a very bad idea.
So, Frederick, you feel like as you rip your hand away, you kind of like.
I changed my mind. I don't want to rip my hand away. Frederick decides to just let it all in.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah. It's a very bad idea. I'm gonna let it all come in, like as much as it wants.
Okay, in that case, you guys, this bright flash of energy comes from Frederick himself, and you find yourselves in another place, at the outskirts of a burning village.
Yep. Okay. Yep. He decided to make my backstory depressing.
So just a side note, did we get any mana back or anything?
Nope.
I think I'm gonna have to run up here and link it here in a minute.
Yeah.
I do, however, have full shield now. Yay.
Well, I'm gonna need to rest.
Or at least it looks like a burning village. Or at least looks like it's on fire. Though, upon closer inspection, please everyone make me a perception checks.
Do I need to make a perception check?
Make me a history check.
Okay, and I'm using guidance.
Okay.
Oh. I didn't get a good roll, did I?
No, you didn't.
I got a 21.
21?
21.
Yep. Brawlnaeus? No, Brawlnaeus, you don't make me a history check.
Wisdom?
Yeah, you make me a perception check.
Oh, perception.
Perception, yeah. You already failed the wisdom save. You're already going with them. Okay. Rocky and...
I guess I don't recognize this place.
It feels familiar. And actually, as you like shift into your younger self, Frederick, you remember being excited about something. Brawlnaeus and Rocky, you see that upon closer inspection, it's not the buildings that are on fire, it's large piles of wood that are on fire. And you can faintly hear dancing and some singing and some...
So
and
everything that... So if I'm correct, as you're putting this, everything that happened outside of this point in time feels like a daydream.
Yes.
It's like it's a figment of my imagination.
And Frederick, you find yourself sitting next to...
So I'm not allowed to acknowledge this as an illusion. Yay.
Not with a... No, not because you touched it.
Okay.
Yeah, you essentially...
all this energy inside of me. I let it in.
You let it in? You see yourself laying on a hill outside the village. You can see like the occasional little bit of like magical fireworks go up in the sky and burst, and you find yourself laying there next to a girl who is about your same age. She looks different than you though. She's a bit paler. Her ears aren't. They're more human-like. And she has these long golden hair. Like not like actual gold, but like golden blonde.
Yeah, okay.
And she's showing you this little device on her wrist. It's like a watch, essentially. But it's like a watch that when she like flips her wrist, it like a little holographic display. It's called a multi-tool. My parents just got it for me for my birthday.
Oh, what's it do?
Like everything.
Stop it.
Hey, stop it, Like it can connect to the extranet. It can wait, you don't have the extranet. So you know, like a library, right? Imagine a library, but where like the entire world.
How does it work?
Honestly, I have no clue. It's really weird. It's like. But like, I can talk to my parents right now. I mean, not right now, but you know. And when she mentions her parents, you see a little bit of a look go across her face. Not necessarily the happiest look, kind of a far off one. As she kind of looks at the village. Anyway, so, like,
something wrong?
You faintly remember, like, if you recall, her parents, right before the festival, got, they were arrested. You don't know what for, all you know that they got arrested.
You decided to give me a dark backstory. Yay.
Not necessarily.
No, your backstory isn't dark. Hers is.
Yeah.
You got it backwards here, buddy.
But I can also play games on it. See? And she pulls up like a little, almost as a little like projection of like a little like chessboard almost looking thing, like Trilavor's version of chess.
Quest.
Yeah, Quest.
Queez.
No, we're not gonna call it that.
I think it should be called Queez. Everyone else? Thoughts? Don't ask where Queez comes from.
I don't know. This is funny name. Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm scared to know where it came from.
It's like it's like magic, but like not. It's it's technology, and then from that.
Let the hate flow.
Yeah, Robbie, you remember your parents talking about how technology is evil, and technology will be the end of magic, and technology is going to.
They're not wrong, technically.
Technically, no. And you remember your parents talking like a lot of stuff like that.
But isn't technology bad?
No. There are bad people that use technology and make it bad, but technology itself is not bad.
Oh.
It's like magic. It doesn't matter the technology itself. What matters is who uses it, right?
I guess so.
There's a lot of stuff you can do with technology that it's a lot harder to do with magic. Like, for instance, like the extranet, for instance. Yeah, you have, like, communication spells with magic, but, like, no, like, mass communication, you know?
Yeah.
No, like, a lot of people talking. Only a couple.
Can I see the watch for a second? I think that's what you called it.
Multi-tool. But
multi-tool.
I can't take it off. It's kind of embedded in my arm, and she kind of lifts part of it up, and it is like sticking out of her skin a little bit.
Rivet for bones. Take it. You'll destroy.
I'm
And
just gonna like take a close look at it, just like see what all's going on with it.
I'm so glad we're the devils in his ear.
But yeah, no, it's I will mention Brolneus and Rocky. You can kind of see this exchange happening a little bit.
Balneus goes up there, punches her. Mike! Runs away.
Yeah, Brolneus, you're with a 4. You are still recovering from your own thing. You're starting to like, oh, what just happened? And Rocky. Oh no, wait, Rocky passed his save, didn't he? Oh no, he got a 6 or an 8.
That's a pass.
8 is not a pass.
Yes, it is.
I imagine Rocky's pretty transfixed by the fireworks.
It's fireman.
It's fire magic in the sky.
And then, like as this happens, you guys kind of talk a bit more. You laugh. You remember that this was your best friend. Yeah, though. And then as you were kind of recall like what happened to her, you remember seeing her like being driven out of the village. Remember something about her parents something to do with magic.
Fucking tax fraud.
You remember one of the other kids had like hit her and was really mean to her.
Fucking nerd.
The kid that hit her.
You remember some of the adults like scorning, and one of the like the people who runs the local tavern like had like kicked her when she tried to hide behind him.
Wow.
Okay, that's a bit brutal.
That's fucked up.
And she was driven from the village, and you remember seeing her run off and just run.
That she was gunned down.
No, that did not happen.
Cold blood, those bastards.
But and that was the last time you ever heard or saw anything about her.
Finish the job.
Are you actually going to tell me what their name was? I don't know. You're the one that made
She
this
didn't. She doesn't have a name.
You make me a history
Or you're
check.
scared to give someone a name. You're just scared to give her a name because you don't want to have to think of one.
Make me a history check.
It's true.
Yeah, you don't remember her name. You were too young. But you remember that night on the hill kind of implanted in you like a bit of an interest in technology, but you've never really been able to express that, as any mention of it got you dirty looks from the people around you.
He didn't want to have to actually think of a reason for my character to not dislike technology. So he made a very basic.
Well, the thing is that
Yeah.
she left you. She gave you some of her like toys that were technology.
What?
I imagine you probably hid them from your parents, but
Very much so.
that makes sense.
Better to have a toy than to not.
True. But yeah.
It's better to have a toy than to be burned at the stake, you know?
True. Which eventually a while afterwards you do remember like her parents were taken out of the city by some of the inquisitors.
Hmm.
You don't mess with the inquisitors. The inquisitors.
No one fucks with the Inquisition.
No one fucks with the Torus Event Inquisition.
With me? No, I fuck you.
Yeah, you remember that the inquisitors were scary. That's
What's that? A digital watch? Hanger.
Mine.
Anyway, and this time instead of like breaking out of the vision, it just kind of fades away pleasantly, and you feel a little bit better. Bralneus, the feeling that sticks with you after yours is a feeling of almost like you remember how much your family cared for you.
But at the same time, they didn't go kicking and screaming, so really, did they care?
I mean, his mom kind of did.
Okay, as the vision starts to fade away, I'm going to actively accept it and allow it to continue to flow into me. I made this choice and I'm sticking with it.
You really don't have to. But okay.
Well, you're just gonna make me make up more stuff about your backstory, aren't you? Okay.
How else is he gonna get it fleshed out?
Well, you remember years, growing up, living your best life, you know. Remember going to school, living a pretty average life for the most part. Eventually, you did a write about some of the stuff you went through in life. Weren't very popular.
Fucking nerd!
I am a It's news, this pleases me.
You got a lot of most of your supporters were either Starines or Crossins. Though admittedly there weren't very many of those around.
And admittedly, you didn't have many supporters anyway.
That's true.
Your book sucked. Lol.
Your first book, Sympathy from Solarans. Or I guess Sympathy from the Stars. Doesn't matter what you could have called it. I don't know what you call it, but something along those lines. And you shared very technologically, like pro-technology, very like you don't understand technology like at all, but you don't think that it should be shunned as it is. You don't think that it should be.
You hear me calling her from the backyard and stood over there by the corner in front of the yard.
And
question. What would it take to pull in all of the energy in this crystal?
No.
What would it take?
Well, the energy is not actually in the crystal itself, so
You need to get her chair.
the crystal's just resonating it.
You could get you chair.
Which I will mention that.
What would it take for complete resonance with this
What was
energy?
that noise, little dog?
You're really pulling something stupid right now.
And Maltese really just not letting it happen, but you're really just still trying.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm taking a short rest.
Do this, honey.
Oh, he's doing this.
Well, yeah. Essentially, the rest of you, Rocky and Bralneus, you see this going by in a flash. You see Frederick being heckled by a crowd. See someone throwing rocks at him. Eventually, he starts writing fantasy. He does get a little bit more popular with the fantasy.
I thought you were about to say fanfic.
No, fantasy novels.
I was not ready for fanfic.
And
Don't put that stain on my hand.
I hope Frederick writes fanfic now.
until then, up until then, you thought your ability was like a minor magic enhancement, which is pretty common. So, but as you're writing about, like, you figure one day, oh, whatever, I'll just write a story about, like, my
My shit and depressing life.
Well, no, he writes a nice little tiny story about, like,
Whoa!
one of the toys he got as a kid.
What?
I was giving somebody pats and
Does he
somebody
now?
decided that it was time
And
to fight
it's obviously doesn't work anymore. It's old, and
Frederick was the toy.
the technology practically, like, it just doesn't function. And
grenade, obviously.
well, it's an old board, and you kind of described it. Oh, it's an old Queese board.
How does it not function?
No, it's digital. The pieces are all digital.
Make real pieces and fucking weirdo.
Well, I imagine he would have just really found it, and he was like, "Oh, I kind of want to write something about this." A story about a Queese, like how, despite the fact that it was broken, it still radiated light off into the dark for those who need to find their way, and suddenly it begins to glow ever so slightly.
You write some crazy shit apparently, boys.
Magic mushrooms.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
But yeah, and then then after you started realizing that you have more to your ability than just, a little bit of extra magic, you honestly, like that was like maybe a month before the tournament, and the tournament happened. You watched the tournament, it was fun, and then the event happened. You're here now.
So again, what would it take to complete resonance with this energy?
No.
You don't have the ability to take in the resonance of the energy.
Damn.
It flows through you. The world song of remembrance enters your mind, makes you remember things, and then it leaves.
Damn.
That's there is no energy here. It's not energy. It's just a tune. This tune just so happens to make you.
Only reason I was doing that was because I felt it was my turn to make a bad choice.
Well, there's.
You tried.
You tried. You remembered a lot of things. Although actually, there is a little bit of energy I will mention from Rocky, of all places, actually.
Oh.
To absorb Rocky.
Yeah, right.
Come here, Rocky. Let me eat.
Rocky, this entire time you've kind of noticed that, like,
Frederick's benign.
the chaotic energy that makes up your body is kind of the Song of Remembrance. When it strikes you, it kind of warps a little bit.
Song does or my energy?
The song does.
All that forgetfulness.
There's and it hits the crystal, because well, I guess I should say the song changes from remembrance to hope. I guess you guys wouldn't know what it changes to, but the hope, it hits you and gets a little bit more discordant. Not quite bad or like reverse chords or something, but it's more chaotic, less
So I'll move
concise.
further away.
Well, the tune hits the crystal, and then there's a blast of, not like another blast of reality type thing. The what was remaining of the remembrance, from that you simply just see what I described to you at the beginning of the campaign. You remember yourself being birthed from a large surge of energy hitting some glowing rocks, and then 3 little entities scrambling out, going in different directions. These little entities. You kind of see like little predictions almost, like little shadows of predictions from them. One of them, you see it taking people and turning a village to like a absolute crazy place. Like everyone's laughing, jumping on a wall, crawling up onto the roof and banging in their chest. You see people acting absolutely bonkers. And then when you see the world around just kind of chaotic, that one, you like that one. that one makes you happy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. And another one, you just see pure and unadulterated destruction. You see a shadow fall across and a smile as a field of crops burns and turns to ash. And for the briefest of moments...
And then there's just a nuclear explosion in the background.
Yeah, there is.
And you see... For the faintest of moments, all three of the entities seem to see you for a second. And then the vision ends, the song ends, the resonance ends, and you all find yourself back in the cave.
Did I have time to get in the bird?
No.
You know, Johnny has a bad, like, everyone just flips him off.
That wasn't that wasn't Johnny, by the way. I mentioned.
But he doesn't know. But any character who just runs consistently into chaos, and that guy, just flips him off. Olgon did it for a living.
Olgon lost his hand because of it.
Olgon made money from it. Kinda weird, but he did.
Anyway, and with that, I think I'm gonna wrap up the session a little early today.
Thank you for giving my character's backstory for me, mostly.
You're welcome. And I try not to make it too edgy.
Bye.
Multi, check, since we're ending... Oh wait, hold up, you need to do your outro. Are you streaming?
I am streaming, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Red Dragon Inn? Oh man, that's a fun one. Okay.
Oh, you're in? Are you
I'm in. I'm in.
Next time I get
hell yeah, we got 4 players.
Don't worry, next time I get a chance to make a bad decision, I'll make one.
Next time I make a bad decision, we'll make sure it kills one of us. How about that, guy?
You're gonna kill 2
Bad
characters.
decision, I'll make a bad decision. I want to see how fucked over Frederick can get.
I asked that you don't.
For the brief amount of time I was playing.
Yeah. To be fair, all you missed was just combat, so. Anyway.
Combat and Frederick learning what it's like to enter a wall.
Yes. So what that was essentially is that you guys, because you guys weren't the ones that the vision was focused on, then you interrupted the vision. So.
Vibing.
So Iyum did not quite get the what's
experience.
Yeah, he didn't get the full experience. I don't remember what's the word for it. The
word?
Penance? Not penance.
The 10 tenants.
The relief. The
Retribution. Hell yeah.
The curse.
No, it's like when you
Therapeutic release.
It's like a synonym for that, yeah. Because that's what the whole purpose of that song is it's to mourn, it's to grieve, it's to get over your past and yet still remember it. And genuinely, all of you except for Iyum do feel a bit better now about your past. May not. Noted, indeed. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. We're probably gonna play a game. Well, actually, no, I gotta go to the store and get stuff for the monitor.
Look, we're starting around 7.
Oh, 7 p.m. tonight? Okay. Oh, I've got D&D tonight.
When?
Starting at 6 p.m. my time, so 7 p.m. your time.
Yeah, 6 to 9, I think.
Yeah. Both Rob and I do. Yeah. Well, it's
Wondering how the fuck Rob would know.
It's Shanti's other campaign.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the call for now.
What time, my time, do you guys end?
10.
Oh, we can start at 10. Can either of you still play after 10?
Bro, I don't understand. You should not. You don't have to ask me that. Come on. We
Yeah.
both know how I live.
Also, fun fact: we have
pig.
We have Red Dragon in IRL. Like I can show you guys the pictures of the.
Nice.
Several expansions.
Yeah, we
But
have.
we're gonna play it on paper.
We have Red Dragon in like 1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
And then there's another. I have like 6 or 7 expansions.
Yeah, he has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and like 9. I think.
No.
You don't have 9?
Well, I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe Steven gave us the Tavern Crew.
Tavern Crew. So they have base game plus 4 expansions. So we got plenty of Red Dragon in here.
I'm gonna go take off. Get out. I'll catch you guys later.
Have 20 people play together.
Yeah, he has enough to have 20 people play the Red Dragon in together. Anyway, so
It's a lot of fun.
that being said, thank you everyone for watching, and remember to